In the small village of Munguni, Mama Amina lived in a simple mud hut. Though poor, her wisdom was known far and wide. Widowed for years, she spent her days farming, mending clothes, and giving advice to anyone who sought her out. One evening, under the old baobab tree, a group of young women gathered to seek Mama Amina's guidance. They were troubled by the difficulties they faced: poverty, lack of respect, and fear of the future. Mama Amina's first advice was for the women to discover their natural talents. Mama Amina showed the women how to use natural dyes from plants to decorate clothes and baskets. She also encouraged them to experiment with new designs. The next day, Mama Amina taught the young women how to stand tall and speak confidently. With Mama Amina's guidance, the women created beautiful baskets and clothes. They sold their first items at the market, earning more money than they ever had. As the women prospered, some villagers became jealous and spread rumors. Mama Amina taught the women how to save and manage their earnings wisely. The women began pooling their resources, creating a cooperative to support each other. A drought struck the village, threatening their progress. During the drought, Mama Amina encouraged the women to learn other skills, such as soap making and beadwork, to keep their businesses going. A wealthy merchant visiting the village noticed the women's beautiful crafts and offered to buy them in bulk. The women's cooperative thrived, and the entire village celebrated their success. The young women began receiving marriage proposals, but Mama Amina reminded them to choose wisely. The young women began mentoring other girls in the village, spreading Mama Amina's teachings. Mama Amina became ill, and the women rallied around her, caring for her as she had cared for them. The women built a beautiful house for Mama Amina as a token of their gratitude. The village chief honored Mama Amina for her wisdom and contributions to the community. Mama Amina's teachings became a way of life, passed down from one generation to the next. Surrounded by the women she had mentored, Mama Amina gave her final blessing before peacefully passing away. The women decided to host a yearly festival in Mama Amina's memory, where they would showcase their crafts and invite neighboring villages to celebrate her wisdom. The cooperative expanded to include farming and fishing, ensuring that every family in the village had enough to eat and sell. The women used part of their earnings to build a school for girls, naming it after Mama Amina, where children learned not only academics but also life skills. The neighboring villages, inspired by Munguni's success, began seeking advice from the women, spreading Mama Amina's influence far and wide. An elder in the village found Mama Amina's old writings, her lessons and advice, which were turned into a book to preserve her wisdom for generations. The women began exporting their crafts to larger towns, using the profits to improve roads and build clean water systems for the village. A young girl from the school, inspired by Mama Amina's story, grew up to become a famous leader who advocated for women's empowerment throughout the region. The women created a mentorship program where successful members guided younger girls, ensuring that no one in the village was left behind. The festival in Mama Amina's honor attracted visitors from across the country, making Munguni a center for trade and culture. A group of older women, inspired by Mama Amina's success, asked to join the cooperative, proving it's never too late to start anew. During one of the festivals, a government official noticed the village's success and offered support to expand their initiatives. A library was built next to the school, housing Mama Amina's writings and providing a place for villagers to learn and grow. The village women created a community fund to help widows and single mothers start small businesses, continuing Mama Amina's legacy. Mama Amina's story was turned into a play, performed by the children of the village, keeping her memory alive for future generations. The cooperative opened a market in a nearby town, giving more villagers an opportunity to sell their products and thrive. The village introduced a training program for men, teaching them to support and respect women's roles in society. As the years passed, the village transformed into a thriving community, known far and wide as a place of wisdom and prosperity, all because of one widow's determination to make a difference. And so, Mama Amina's legacy lived on, a shining example of how one person's wisdom and compassion can transform the lives of many.